Hello and welcome or welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff here, and today it's going to be part three of preparing for the Malad Welsh Festival for 2025. I've explained in the other live streams what's going on. I will give a brief overview. I'm just going to go ahead and change cameras and start because I really need to get cooking on this. The festival is tomorrow, and I am not anywhere near ready. So, all right. So basically, my last live stream, I let you guys know that I had a lot planned for the channel, and I gave a whole entire thing about what I was going to do. Well, you can scrap all that because, long story short, I was invited to the Malad Festival, which is the Malad Welsh Festival, which is much like a Renaissance fair, and it's here in this small town, and it starts tomorrow. And yeah, I was invited. So, and I was kind of invited last minute. That's my fault. Because they invited me earlier in the year, I declined, and then I realized that things had changed and I could attend, so I asked them. So yeah. Oh, my audio's funky. Okay. Oh, that's why.
Okay, is that any better? Hopefully it's better. I know exactly what happened. Without explaining it, just basically was being a turd. My computer, that is. So, Greg, how's your day been? Oh, well, my day, thanks for asking, Greg. My day's been pretty good. I got a lot going on, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to attend this festival. I didn't think I was going to be able to go, and then last minute I realized I could. So here I am. Puts me behind the 8 ball, but that's my problem. So the plan is I already have the Knights Castle from like late 80s, and that is going on. That's fully built, so that'll be in the festival. I have the Forestman Stronghold hideout thing that we just built a couple weeks ago. I haven't taken it apart yet, so that'll be in the festival. And then I'm building the Lions. I think it's the Lions Gate Castle, Lions Night Castle, something like that. Whatever this one is, that'll be in the festival. And I'm hoping to rebuild the Mountain Stronghold. I'm hoping I can get that done before the show as well. So lots to do, and oh, so little time to do it. I've laid out as many pieces as I possibly could. I don't know if that's going to be good enough, but we're just going to go until I get tired or I cannot find pieces anymore very easily. Greg says his day went okay. Worked in Walmart and got some clothes for my trip and got me some mango habanero wings. All right. Well, I know my son would appreciate that. He loves habanero and that kind of spicy stuff. So the festival starts tomorrow, and it runs through Saturday. It's 2 days, Friday and Saturday. And there's going to be plenty of other castles that are going to be on display, but not Lego castles. So this should be interesting. And I just realized that I did not unplug my camera, so it's going to keep switching off and on. So let me go ahead and unplug that. originally I had planned on building both this and the Fortress Mountain Stronghold on camera, but I can tell you the amount of time that it takes to lay out the pieces to do this, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to cut loose on this, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this one on camera, but the Mountain Fortress Stronghold, I'm just going to build that on my own. I just built it recently anyway, so I'm not really sure. Oh, shoot. Where did my piece go? There it goes. Okay. How are the hairballs doing? Well, we got an extra one. Gertie's here. And it's always fun to have Gertie around. We kind of kidnapped her in a way. And for those who don't know Gertie, Gertie is a Great Pyrenees, and she is such a sweetheart. Love having her around. She is my sister's dog, and we are. I joke when I say kidnap because we really didn't. We're dog sitting for a couple of days till Sunday, so yeah. And it looks like I forgot a step. Pretty common. Yeah, that is more like it. Oh boy. Well, Greg, I don't know what the weather's like there. What is it like there where you're at? Where I am at, we're actually having kind of a humid day here, which is unusual. Oh, I'm off camera. Let me get on camera. Hot and super humid, yeah. I can imagine. That is one of the reasons, actually, that I don't like visiting Mrs. Chip in Texas. I do not like the humidity there. It is just too much for me. Oh, so is this actually supposed to go? Oh, it is actually supposed to go on here. You would think I'd know the set a little bit better because I already built it once, but in my defense, I built it 3 years ago. It's hard to believe that this set's been out for that long, but this set really has been out for 3 years. Yes, Enzo is right in the corner. He's doing okay. He doesn't like Gertie being here. I think mainly because he feels like he has to compete for attention, which he kind of does have to. I feel like I'm running a petting zoo with all these animals around here. There's always something to pet. Oh, I mentioned this last night in one of my live streams. Actually, I think both of them. I did have a job interview today, and I was hired, and so I start on Tuesday, and so I'm looking forward to that endeavor. I'm hoping that goes well. And I did only sign up for part-time but I have a feeling it's going to be more than part-time just because of the nature of the business. But you know what? At this point, I'm going to take whatever comes my way. As I was told many times by my grandmother, a beggar cannot be a chooser. And I am definitely the beggar in this situation. I need the job. So it's just one of those things I'm going to have to do and do well, whether I like it or not. That's the thing, Greg. It's not a very glamorous position at all. It's working at a gas station. And so I'm not terribly excited about it, but hey, it's going to pay the bills, so why not? And if they keep me part-time, which like I said, I don't think they will, but if they keep me part-time, that also means I'll have the time to run my YouTube channel while making a few dollars. So hopefully that's how it works out. And Luffy, how you doing? No, it's not a 7-Eleven. I'd rather not say which one it is because, well, this town's so small that, yeah, just rather not say. Yeah, I don't need any crazy people showing up at work. I already have Miss Chip. I am doing great. Today has been a really decent day, especially with having my job interview and being offered a job. And, well, now I just have to wait till Tuesday to start. Okay, so we got this done here. And we're going to keep going with this. We're going to get as, like I said, when I'm done with laid out parts, which I almost am, we're just going to keep going anyway, just because I need to get this done. I underestimated sorely how much time this was going to take. I was originally just going to build this off camera and not do a live stream, but then I thought, oh hey, what a great idea! Let's do a live stream. And the laying out of the parts and all that's taken so long. Man, I can't believe how long it's taking. But that's my problem because I'm not the best at time management. I'm easily distracted. You ever seen Dory in what is that called? Finding Nemo? That's me. How are the daughters doing? They are doing pretty dang good. I still haven't heard from my one daughter in a while. She's kind of being a turd, getting butthurt about things that shouldn't get butthurt about, especially when she's responsible. But I see that's pretty normal these days for someone to do something stupid and then act like they're the victim. And that's what she's doing right now. And I will not. I won't give her the time of day. I'm not entertaining all that. If someone wants to be dumb, let them do it by themselves. There's a biblical scripture behind that, and I can't remember where it's at in the Bible, but it says, "If a man be ignorant, let him be ignorant." And I firmly believe that you don't win arguing with people that just don't that want to be ignorant. You're never going to win that argument, so don't even try. She'll come to her senses eventually. This isn't the first time this has happened, by the way. My other daughter, who's in the Marines, is doing pretty well. I don't get to hear from her all that often because she's in training right now, so it is kind of hard to hear from her. But I do hear from her probably about once a week. Sometimes it turns into every 2 weeks. But I do hear from her, and she's doing well. Thanks for asking about that. I do care about my girls. Yeah, my daughter Amanda's doing pretty well. I have talked to her recently. Her and her boyfriend decided to move closer to their jobs because they were commuting about an hour a day each way. So they decided to move an hour further south, and she was already 40 minutes from me, so now she's about an hour and 40 from me. So I'm probably not going to see her a whole lot. Oh, you're fine, Italian Gaming. He says, "What's up? Sorry, I haven't seen your live streams. Been busy at work." Hey, you're awesome, dude. Don't worry about it. As I tell people, I can go on all day. But how you been, by the way? What you been up to? You said work. Has school started for you? Probably not, because it's summer, unless you took summer classes. Grandkids. Well, I don't hear from the one, and that's not a mean thing. That's there's a language barrier because the grandparents that are watching her, they do not speak English, and so it's really difficult, if not impossible, for me to call. So I don't hear from the youngest granddaughter. The second granddaughter, I hear from her about once a week, and she's doing pretty good, actually. She cracks me up because my name is Grandpa Lego, as you guys know. So I love that name. Looks like I missed a piece. Let me see if I can find it in here. Well, I can't find it right off, but we've got more pieces to put on, so. Do any of you have this one? This set? Greg, that's a really good question. That has been delayed. And that's been delayed because this festival came up. I'm not sure, Greg. Maybe I just need to have you on a different stream altogether. Okay, so this is kind of in the way. Move this out of the way. I can't find the tile that goes here. So, and I am now out of pieces that I prepped ahead of time. So I don't have a lot of room on this table, and that's been a constant challenge with this build, is that I'm kind of playing musical space. And at first, the pieces were so piled up high, it wasn't just one layer. I put enough pieces together that it's kind of like one layer now. I just saw that piece. Ah, there it is. Cool. I found that piece. All right. Relevancy is currency. All right. Well, hopefully I'm relevant enough. But I have to say, in all honesty, I'm really honored to be invited to this festival and to be able to show off some castle stuff. And I'm hoping that next year, because I was invited back for next year's festival, I'm hoping that I'll have enough time in between now and then to make a complete layout with like a couple castles fighting each other. Mayo says I've been up all night. That does not sound too fun. Sorry to hear that, man. Is everything okay? And Italian Gaming says I've been good. I'm gonna start the Police Academy in August in New York. Okay, well, that's not too far away, man. That's like a month. Unless you're starting like at the end of the month, then you got like almost 2 months left. But yeah, that's not that far away. Even 2 months isn't that far. Trust me, take it from a guy who's 50 now. Time just flies right past you, and I'm really surprised how fast life has gone. And I'm not regretting anything. I'm just telling you, it really has just, life's just flown past me. It's an all-nighter. Okay. So it was planned. Is that what I'm hearing? And if it's planned, okay, good. It's going to save this for another reason. Sorry to hear that, but it doesn't sound like it. Oh, my goodness. Please forgive my yawning. I didn't sleep very well last night because I was up late doing this. And then, I had a hard deadline. I had to be at the job interview. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster to put it lightly. I am in no way complaining because, honestly, I did it to myself. Yeah, Italian Gaming, that is wild, man. He says he's been watching me since he's 16 and now he's 21. Well, I appreciate you watching me for 5 years. I really do. And that means you must have been one of the first subscribers because I started this just over 5 years ago. I started in April of was it 19 or 20? Well, it had to be 20 because otherwise it'd be 6 years, and I've been doing it 5. So yeah, you must be one of the first other one. Yeah. Did you buy a duplicate 90th anniversary? And no, I did not. Here, let me show you. Here's the Mountain Fortress right here. So, no, I did not. It actually would have been easier, I think, because then I wouldn't have the trouble of having to figure out where all the pieces are, because they come in little bags and it'd be easy to find them. But nah, not so lucky. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this. Like I said, I was going to do the Mountain Fortress on camera for this thing, for this festival, but I decided against it because of the amount of time that it's taking. I'm just going to have to stay up late and bite the bullet, get it done. I might be pulling an overnighter, is what I'm saying. And you'll have to forgive me. It is hotter than a firecracker up in here. And I am dressed for the interview because I just got back. And, well, I'm sweating my behind off in these pants. I usually wear shorts. And now I think I'm being reminded why I wear shorts. Okay, so I need a 1x12. Oh, here's one. If I have to keep sloshing around, I'll actually terminate the stream, and I'll just lay out some more parts and come back when I'm done. Usually it takes me about an hour, hour and a half. But I don't know. It might take a little bit longer if I terminate the stream. I'm getting hungry, and yeah, I think Subway sounds good about now. But I'm going to keep going for now. Man, I am finding like 0 pieces that I need, and I knew that was going to happen because whenever you're on camera looking for pieces, it's always stressful. Oh boy! And I found one that I was missing earlier. Yes, I am definitely rebuilding them. I'm rebuilding a masterpiece. So how's Mrs. Chip? Mrs. Chip is doing pretty good. She's been really busy. They've got her up against a promotion board right now. And that's the reason I couldn't find the pieces. It's a 1x10 that I needed. And so that's the reason for that malfunction. That was me. And now I don't. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Mrs. Chip is up for a promotion. And in order to be considered for promotion, there's certain trainings you got to do. And so she has been very busy, very diligently doing those things for a promotion. And so I'm very proud of her. That is one thing, you know, I know I like to joke about Mrs. Chip and give her a hard time on here. And a lot of that's just for show. In all honesty, I am very proud of her. She's a very hardworking woman. She's a great partner to have. Has always been a team player. I mean, that's the reason our marriage has lasted, because we both are team players and we both understand that we have roles we got to play, and sometimes those roles switch, and sometimes it's no fun. But we both accept that it's just part of life, and you got to keep on moving. And that's what's kept our relationship going. And I really appreciate her. She's a really good woman. And so she's been hard at work. She might, if I do a stream later, she might be here. Right now she's at work, but she's doing pretty good. John's actually doing pretty good too. John is off doing his, there's a Star Trek convention. I think he said New York. I'm pretty sure it's New York because it was Albany. And that's where John's at right now. And John has sent me pictures of his trip. So I know he's doing well, and I know he's having fun. And honestly, I'm not a Star Trek fan, but I would go to a Comic-Con where Star Wars is at, definitely. But anyways, he's doing well. And it is funny, I did film a video that was supposed to be released today, but because I did 2 live streams last night and a live stream right now, I didn't release the video. I'm going to release it after the festival. And of course, I'm going to try to get in with my camera on the festival and give you guys a good one. If I have to leave it at the bottom of the hour, well, we'll see how these pieces come forward. If I can find them real easy. If I can find them real easy, I'll just keep going. But I'm going to try to do a festival video, because this is the first time I've lived in this town for 3 years, and shamelessly, I will admit I have not been involved in the town as much as I'd like to have been. But I'm going to change that by going to this festival, and I want to film it and remember it. So there will be no other Lego displays that I know of there. So that'll be fun. So hopefully we'll have a video on that, and you guys can see what kind of cool stuff there is to do in this town besides pushing over cows when they sleep. What do they call that? Cow tipping? And Mayo says, I need to clean my city before a new update in a few days. Glad you're still working according to the Excel plan. I am. And the Excel plans, let me tell you how I did the Excel plans. They're flexible. Because basically what I did is there's some hard stops, like where the river is, where the beach is. Those are hard stops on the thing. But then there are areas where I don't have everything mapped out. And I would just put like residential area, and then that's exactly what it is. And maybe in the residential area, I have a few filled in, like I want this building here and here, but the rest in between is just residential. And I did that on purpose because I don't have exactly everything in my head, and it allows me the flexibility to, as new sets come in, as new ideas come to my mind, I can kind of fill in the spots. I have an industrial area. I've got a harbor. I have an airport area. But having it mapped out, though, gives me an idea. And there are times I have changed it a little bit just because, things needs change. And because I am trying to make a huge city, I need to find ways to hide things like the riding lawnmower. And so I did switch up the plans a little bit there. And I don't want to give it away. But I think I found a very clever way to hide the riding lawnmower. It's still actually going to be in my city. You're just not going to be able to see it. right. Well, I can't find one of my pieces, and I need it for the next step. Oh, here's something I need right now. Sorry, I should have not moved the camera so far over. I'm realizing my mistake now. But yeah, I'll just keep going. Just got to remember the camera's over here. Okay, I'm having a harder and harder time finding my pieces. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut out for now. I'm going to go ahead and find all the missing pieces that I'm missing so far, because I can't go too much further with some of the stuff with it missing. And so I'll do that. I'll get some dinner, and then I'll lay out some more pieces, and I'll be back with another live stream. Italian Gaming. Have you ever seen the Andy Griffiths? Yes, I have. I was watching it yesterday with my dad. The next Avengers Tower video, everything got thrown off because of this festival. I wished I had a straight answer for that. I was going to try to do one on Friday or Saturday, but with all my time being right here doing this, I don't know. And I start a job next week, so hopefully it'll be the end of next week. I really just don't know. So I did start it, but I haven't got far enough to really do a thing. All I've done is basically the base of it, and kind of figured out. I don't know if you guys know the rubber piece. It's a Technic rubber piece. It kind of looks like a figure 8. I'm using that to cushion the elevator for the Quinjets, and that's what I'm doing right now. I've gotten that far. That's it on that. So I've got a ways to go. All right, guys, be good to each other and stay safe out there. And I will catch you in my next live stream, which will be actually a little bit later tonight. You guys have a good one.